Don't get coronavirus in your heart. It's the base. LOSO__G.
DK, the engineer.
Head boy.
Holla, week 2.
Week 2 of the quarantine.
The quarantine chronicles.
How are you guys?
No, the Corona Chronicles.
How are you guys pushing through?
Prospering, actually. Getting a lot of work done. Every night is PBS cooking show night. Like, coming up with all types of shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, you should record that shit, bro.
Yeah. Especially you. He's coming up with his plating skills are elevating.
Yeah, nah, my plating skills. I'm like,
you know,
You put parsley on your waffles.
Fucking
nasty.
I found the waffle maker
Yeah.
downstairs.
You found a waffle maker?
Yeah, I found one part of it.
Oh.
I need to find the other part.
But where's the waffle? But yeah,
I'm the social one out of the three of us, but I'm also like my socialness. Is that a word? Me being social is less wanted.
It's called socialism.
So now that I can stay home, it feels much
Socialism.
better to just be home. And I got mad shit to do. Like I'm reading this, watching that,
yeah.
mad stories. I'm gonna pick back up poetry because I got nothing better to do this weekend.
Nice.
I'm just doing mad shit. Fortnite,
I've been chilling, bro. Fuck man.
Westworld.
Yo, Westworld. Did
I
you
didn't
actually?
start it, no.
You piece of shit.
I'm watching Black Lightning. Let me finish that first.
I didn't watch Black Lightning.
I gotta finish Black Lightning and then I'm gonna jump in. I
Is it
watch
good?
Raising Dion.
Oh, I like Grayson Dion. The acting is kind of. I feel like it'll get better.
Terrible.
All right, whatever. But they're all like three people. It's pretty bad.
Get that kid the fuck out of here. We got better kid actors.
Nah, man,
Kid
no,
actors
the kid actor isn't that good at all. But whatever. Hopefully he'll get better. What else can you do?
Yeah.
I watched the little docuseries Self-Made. It's about with it Madam
CJ Walker.
CJ Walker, and she's like this first recorded self-made
Black
female
lady.
millionaire,
She did
American millionaire.
She did the hair thing, right?
Yeah.
What did she make? I'm doing it on my hand, but I
The
can't.
curling?
'cause I don't have the curling iron.
Is it the curling?
It was a curling iron.
Hot comb.
Hot comb.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Fuck, we don't know, man.
Shout out to
I
you.
even saw the thing.
Your first name's Madam. Like, what?
But it was dope. It was really more like because it took place like a little like after the after slaves were given their freedom, after black people were given freedom. So it's just there's just a lot of like you see like a lot of tension in regards to light skin versus dark skin. That's kind of like the big battle there where you have because it's interesting because it's just like so she technically I guess stole the formula. That's one of the things that they mentioned at the end of the movie. She stole it from somebody else that she used to. She used to do their laundry and they would do their hair for free.
A dark skin woman?
Yeah, CJ Walker's a dark skinned woman. I forgot what the other chick's name, but she's a light skinned woman. Mm-hmm. She's like just half white because you find out that her their master pretty much raped her mom and had her.
Regular. And they said she stole the shit.
Yeah, but Madam CJ Walker I guess did steal it from the light skinned girl, but that's a recipe or a formula that's been around for like over 100 years and shit like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like one of those things where it's just like. I guess economics and I guess just the way our economy's evolved, us being able to, or people being able to like, I guess own I guess recipes and shit like that.
Is having the idea versus being able to monetize it.
Yeah, and but that was kind of like the whole thing because like she tried to make it work
who
together.
You know, not what you know.
Both. But whatever, man. It's a really good series. I definitely recommend it to anybody.
I'll check it out now.
It's dope.
Netflix kept telling me to watch it, and I'm like, no, Netflix, I'm not black enough, and I kept skipping it. But I guess I am black.
No, it's a pretty good thing. Like I was like really into it. I was like, I want to watch the next episode. I think I saw 3 back to back.
Back to back. All right, so I'm gonna check it out.
There's 4 of them.
I'm trying to
think if there's anything else. Westworld, but the first few episodes, so it's a little slow, but I'm hopeful because it's the beginning of a fucking show. Like the first few episodes, like what else you fucking expect? I'm trying to think if there's any other shows that I've besides the cooking shit, man. That's pretty much just it. I'm just trying to keep like busy and shit like that.
They're putting movies on. They're taking them. They're not letting them release in the theater. So anything that's supposed to come out in theater is getting placed directly onto demand. So you got Mulan.
Oh, Mulan already came out.
Mulan dropped. It was supposed to drop the 27th today. You got Mulan. You got what's that? Bloodshot with Vin Diesel.
Oh, I didn't even heard of that.
Yeah, fuck that, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, so they got movies just dropping and because it can't be released in theaters because the theaters are closed. So, you know,
That's interesting. I wonder if that's gonna change to like the sort of permanent dual sort of release thing. If they're gonna have like a release schedule for streaming movies that are out or exclusive. I just wonder how they're gonna approach that. I wonder if different content makers, whether like Paramount or Disney, how they're gonna do it and things like that.
I'm thinking about Movie Pass because didn't Movie Pass like go under?
Like, well, they never made any money.
Yeah, they weren't profitable. I wonder if now would have been I
know Netflix
an opportunity.
Netflix gotta be making money. Gotta be.
Traffic, for sure. Apparently, adoption went up like crazy. Adoption of like animals, and it's just like a lot of the shelters are like cleaned out.
I know porn.
Porn must be going through.
Oh my god!
No,
you know what's gonna happen once this Corona shit is all over? Those dogs are gonna be put right back in there.
Right to the streets.
Yeah, 100%, man. People are just very reactive when it comes to anything, and it's just like they don't understand the responsibility that an animal is.
What are some weird like side effects to this? One thing that I read is that domestic violence cases are like going through the roof right now because
spend time with their wives.
They're home all the time, so it's like domestic violence is going through the roof. I wonder, like, what other weird sort of
a lot of celebrities are doing like live IG postings. So you got like people doing DJing, doing live DJing. And
that's cool.
So because you can't access the clubs anymore.
Yeah.
But the strip clubs are closed too. So there's this guy, there's a couple people
IG
doing,
fans.
they're doing, no, they're IG fans. They're doing live streams from 9 to 12 of just the strippers shaking their ass, and they're having people cash out the strippers the money to take off their clothes.
Hey, you get it.
That's dope.
From 9 to 12.
I'm not gonna front. That's dope.
That's the thing. Life goes on. You gotta.
You need porn, bro. You need porn.
They closed this guy's account because he was like, it was just straight pussy on his account. He was getting tens of thousands of money to the people.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that, the woman would give their OnlyFans out and get people off of that to subscribe to the OnlyFans. They're home already. One lady said she made like $20,000 that night from dancing on IG Live. People were like, yo, this is better than a regular strip club.
Because there's no
you can pick up your money. Yeah. There's no fucking, you don't got to pay no money for the booth time and nothing like that. It's just you in your house. And you shaking your ass. I wish I could shake my ass for $10,000, bro. A night.
You could surgery and you
I don't got watching no more.
Surgery. They don't have to see your face. You just get your ass done.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Screen and just
green screen your ass.
Since I've been, but a lot of I pick up a lot of hobbies. I made a website.
Really?
I could play the piano now. No, I'm playing. I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had the piano.
I was like, yo,
the lights come on and you just
quick.
hit the buttons.
No, I can't play the piano. But I know how to make a website now. That was interesting. That's how, I don't want to say bored, but I was just like in the house and around my own, like.
You gotta make the best of it. You gotta be productive.
Video. I made 5 YouTube videos actually.
For the bass?
So
it don't matter.
We have time now.
Yeah.
We got time. We can. But I just been. Now I can sit in my house and just kind of just sit to myself. I've been doing a lot, bro.
It's going to be okay now, man. But it's getting nice. And in a few weeks, it's going to keep getting nice. And people are going to get impatient.
People are still outside.
And then, there's mad heads outside, son. Like,
was there anything you were doing prior to the quarantine that you don't do now? That you can't do now?
Go to
restaurants.
Go to work. Basically, that's the main thing.
Restaurants and like, my man, I'm trying to chill with, if you like with my crews and shit like that. I haven't seen my cousins in
no more than 10.
I can't chill with anybody.
Have get-togethers or like just like random, things where like, oh yeah, I'm here. Okay, you want to go? There is no here.
There's no here to go.
There's no here to go to anymore.
No, it's in takeout. No more.
Yeah, so
Turtles is only a bar. So what are you taking out?
Where?
Turtles around the corner.
They serve drinks. Like literally, I walked past the bar, like right around the corner.
You could take the drink,
and people were sitting outside drinking. Like,
fucking fiending, though. Go buy.
I mean, I think
just go buy a bottle, bro.
I know, but I think people just kind of want to support whatever business.
Oh, to keep it open.
I think that's a bullshit as excuse for them to do some shit. Like they just bored. Come on, man.
Maybe
it's really counterintuitive. Like, yeah, go support them. But if you're just chilling and you drinking right around the corner, my man, like that shit, you're just being stupid.
But a lot of businesses are getting closed because of the virus. Because like,
yeah, that shit ain't gonna go away. I don't think this is gonna end anytime soon. I don't think they're gonna end school for the rest of the school year.
I mean, well, 2 people were cleared of the virus, so
mad people have been.
Most people who get it get cleared.
Oh, so then
Yeah,
it's just like significant. Well, like our healthcare system is just a matter of can it handle the increase in 6 people, and then also the shit which it can. It's really like a problem with our health system.
Like it's already not like in front of Bellevue. They're already making like tents, but the tents are like makeshift morgues because they expect people to just die, and they will have enough like space in the morgue to hold people.
It's
so
like 3% of people die, right?
Too.
It's like 3%.
Yeah, that's true.
What is it, like 3% of people that get it?
I think the average is like 3%, but I think it changes based on the country. Like here, like a lot of people aren't being tested, so it could be higher.
That's morbid as fuck.
It is, but such is life,
Dude, I'm worried about not for me to worry, but not like literally like South America, bro. Like just thinking about how they're going to be able to handle like this virus.
Oh, they're spreading,
and it's just like because it's really the infrastructure in place, and there's so much. Well, there's corruption everywhere, but especially
they're fucked because
the way they're going about it.
Bolsonaro in Brazil, like just pretty much denying the Well, now he's no longer denying the existence of a little flu. Now they have to take it seriously because local municipalities, I think, like not Rio, maybe Rio at this point, but Sao Paulo, they basically shut down. So it's getting to the point where you can't deny it anymore.
Right.
But they're just ill prepared for it.
Do you know which is? I think there's a president, someone really high up in one of the countries said that poor people can't get the coronavirus, so you don't got to worry. I think it was like.
Oh yeah, that's clearly a setup.
I think it was Mexico. Like
no, that's like you can't. That's clearly a setup.
Yeah, no, it's just like. Bro, that's gonna be a trip, son.
That's clearly set up. I mean, it just sucks for people who aren't prepared. It's just one of those things. I think the worst case scenario if this just becomes like the flu, where it's like here all the time, because like when the flu just came, it was like fuck, and then it became a mainstay, right?
And the flu keeps changing.
But the flu's been around for so long, like we know how to at least manage it. Like still, like 40,000 people a year or something like that die of the flu, but like 60 million people a year catch it, right? Yeah. So it's like the death rate is way lower, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting just to see how business recover. Let's say this all goes away. Just how this short amount of time, the effect it'll have on our lives. Like, will people feel comfortable? I mean, some people are already like, lackadaisical, but there's going to be people who are just going to become hypochondriacs because it's not going to want to touch people, not want to go places. I wonder how this is going to change like the economy, things like that. Will restaurants really recover, or the industry as a whole recover? How will people feel about traveling? Like that's
the unemployment rate though, I guess at this rate, it's like, it's going to be ridiculous.
It's insane. Ridiculous. The unemployment numbers just came. So I think typically it's something like 200,000 people normally file for unemployment. I forgot exact. I think it's like a week or a month or something like that. But now it's 3 million. And it's probably underreported too. Right.
So
there's many people that work off the book, especially in the hospitality industry.
People who work off the books.
A lot of people work off.
Yeah, so it's probably millions more. So it's insane. If you work in the hospitality industry, service industry, you're fucked. If you're delivering things, I mean, you're still in business, but it's dangerous to be a FedEx person, Amazon person, UPS person.
Like the people that get trash up, they made a big deal about they should get hazard pay. Because they're picking up the trash. And of course, what's in the trash.
My man, all essential employees should be getting paid like double, triple right now, bro.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it's just like they're keeping the things going, bro.
Yeah, they're keeping life going.
Computer, and that shit is crazy. I see my students from morning to night on a screen. And it's just difficult because the parents aren't there to keep the student engaged. My student is flipping on the camera, my words can do but so much, but the influence of you being in the actual area
is different.
To talking to a screen is much different. And then I also have to luckily I'm like super tech savvy, so I came across a lot of applications I can use. I can show the kids and teach through that. But if I wasn't
the spanking app,
if I wasn't like so hands on and so focused on like what I can do and put forth, and if I didn't have a good team, I don't know, man. I don't know how people are doing it, because talking to a screen for 8 hours is crazy. Let alone to your kids, 4 hours, any hour.
I do that shit all the time.
That's crazy, man.
It's different when you teach them for sure, because teaching, at least the way we do it, is so. It's part part babysitting, 90% babysitting,
right.
10% teaching.
No, literally. So now I gotta think of interactive ways to get my kids to fuck their house up.
Yeah, you gotta babysit.
I'm like, yo,
virtually.
we'll pull the curtains down. Come back and show me the curtains. No, I don't do that. Kinda. I can't do it. Not really. Which is shit is very different, man.
But hey, now's the time. If you can, if you're fortunate enough to have a job, fortunate enough to be pretty okay, now's the time to just be productive as possible. Just do the little things that you didn't have time to do before. You know,
strip on IG.
Exactly.
Strip on.
That's honestly what I've been trying to think about. Because I've always thought about like, oh, yo, I wish I could be like not bothered for like whatever 2 weeks or whatever 3 weeks. Where it's just like I can just focus on my own stuff. I don't have no, but yeah, that's kind of like the whole thing. Like it's not ideal how it's happening, but I'm just trying to think about it. All right, so this is the time I always begged for, but now it's forever. Now it's like till whatever
indefinitely. Like we don't know.
Definitely, but it's gonna be for at least definitely more than 2-3 weeks, right? So I'm just trying to think about it like that, and like just try to use my do all the things that I said I would do if I had this time, because now I can't chill with anybody except for y'all.
Sounds sad as fuck. That's not so sad. This is a sad ass podcast.
I don't know. I mean, I'm more worried about like it is sad. It's unfortunate, but it's like the fact that this is on the flip side. The fact that this is the worst, not the worst case scenario, but this is like a pretty fucked up scenario for a lot of people. Shows how pretty, I guess, good we have it, because had this shit happened like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, we'd be really fucked.
Super dead.
We'd be super dead.
Dead as fuck.
Not only that, but there'd just be no way to handle it, no ways to cope. Like what we're doing right now, I mean, we're fortunate enough we don't really go out and do the same shit that we do, but we can still work, we can still earn an income, still drink beers, still do this.
That's true.
We're fortunate. We're lucky that this shit happened now, as opposed to happen to our parents or our parents, or it did happen to our grandparents.
Whatever.
Spanish flu, that fucked up. Yeah, but something like that.
Didn't somebody survive? They're like 100-something-year-old man survived the coronavirus.
Yeah, 101-year-old.
Also alive during the
Spanish flu.
He was going through all this shit.
Yeah, he had the immunity from the flu, the Spanish flu, so he can't die.
He was like a baby though, but still, that's insane. That's insane, bro.
I wonder what industries are gonna like if after this, if like people are gonna start taking healthcare more serious, and there's gonna be a surge in like, and specifically in like healthcare startups, because I feel like this is gonna directly we're gonna have more people interested, specifically in the education side. Like I think you have no reason, you have no choice but to start adopting tech, like technical solutions now. But I'm hoping that this opens people's eyes and like you have to, bro. Like you can't. How can you streamline the busy work you have to do if you're not gonna? If you can't, you're not gonna hire more people. And even if you do, people are really hard to work with, especially when you're doing mundane, boring stuff. But you get me. It's just like. Education is, I think, education and the medical field from two different aspects. Mm-hmm. Like there's education for sure needs to adopt technology or technical solutions that's to be a part of like how things work. And medical, clearly they do that. But then there's a lot of other problems in regards to how they share, how like hospitals and things like that, like share information and stuff like that. But like we're not done with technology like being adopted to like our industries, and like education definitely needs it, and there's still tons of parts of like medicine that are going to need it. And I think this is hopefully going to bring that to light, and bring a lot of like investment and like people just working on it and shit.
Yeah, I mean, the greatest advancements in technology in any era is usually when
doing trials.
Yep, turmoil, war, mostly war.
Yeah, war is like
mostly war. Number one,
GPS.
Son, the
Wi-Fi,
war,
the internet. You know,
science was only recognized as like a legitimate institution for war. It was literally for war. I forgot which president instituted it, but it was literally just to come up with like weapons.
George
It was later than that.
Well, yeah.
But
nah, back then they were like fucking.
It was in Tesla.
Muskets.
Tesla, around Tesla time, right? Science.
Nikola Tesla. He invented science.
Einstein was his dad.
What? Oh my god! Someone's gonna be listening to you. Like, no,
it's wrong.
No.
Somebody was listening to a Kanye episode, and they were like, "You don't know the albums? That's not when it dropped." And I'm like, "We don't fucking fact check this shit." We're literally up here with our hands.
You want to fact check for us, Jamie? Like, who gives a fuck?
Oh, pull that up, Jamie. Pull that up, Jamie.
But yeah. Different times, man.
It's going to be interesting because there's going to be like effects that happen, you know, like aftermath that we can't even predict. Yeah. I just wonder what that's going to happen.
Me too.
Struggle breeds culture, bro.
It's going to be like, this is a touchstone in our culture. This is going to change our culture. I don't know how, but it's going to change something about it. It's going to be one of those touchstones similar to like 9/11, war in Iraq. First black president, coronavirus.
Trump.
Yeah, Trump too.
Internet.
The internet.
I heard Kim Jong shot the person that said, like the first person I called, they shot him.
What?
Who, Kim Jong Un? Oh my god.
That's how you kill the coronavirus.
Bro, he doesn't shoot his own people. He'll get someone else to shoot him, and then he'll get someone else to shoot that person.
Oh man.
It's funny. Now you think about it, they're probably like one of the safest places to be relative for the coronavirus because like they have so little foot traffic going in and out. But the thing is, if one person,
they all die because they're malnourished.
They're malnourished. Yeah, if one person, but that's the thing. One person gets it, they're probably not malnourished. They're gonna die quick anyway. And it's like one reason why China was able to like flatten the curve so quickly. Because they're authoritarian, so they could literally build a hospital, and there's no consideration given to where you're going to get the money. There's no consideration to
the way you say it sounds so funny the way you say it, but that's like a benefit for
No,
it's like that's exactly it. No,
it destroys people, but it's effective when you want literally
get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. No thought about how much people are going to get paid, who feels what about it, who gives a fuck. We want to build a hospital in 3 days, and that's what the fuck is going to happen. Where here is way different. Like you have to pay people, you have to like exactly. So it's
surveys. You got people tweeting about it. We have feelings.
Feelings. What?
We got to build this hospital. I don't give a fuck what happens.
It's just weird how different countries are handling it. In China, it's like I don't believe in authoritarian governments and things like that. But that is one advantage of just being able to drop the hammer. Like shit gets done when you want it to get done.
Last week, Italy was singing Rihanna. This week, they're dead.
Well then,
it's not funny anymore. The double cheek kiss was created in Italy.
The what?
The double cheek kiss.
Oh, that's
that's
why it spread so fast.
No, well, it's funny. They said that like the reason why it spread so fast in Iran, Italy, is because they're like very touchy-feely cultures, as opposed to like Korea is a lot different. People are touchy-feely. You know. Oh yeah, he did the bow.
So
like
racist on my head.
He do bow.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm not saying it because I know the culture. I'm just saying it because it's funny.
Because I seen it somewhere.
I seen it on anime.
I seen the Koreans on anime.
6 feet. How many times they touch when they fight? Even then, they kind of just
6 feet. I thought it was 6 inches.
Sorry, no, 6 feet. You said 6 inches.
It all wrong.
That's funny. He's talking about sex guys. 6 feet.
Yeah, how many people did you kill? Like, what's your KD ratio?
6 inches. How many people did you kill with just 6 inches? 6 feet.
Fuck you.
Wash your hands. Prompt your friends to wash their hands.
And don't stop playing fucking basketball. Do not.
Son, how many? I went on a walk earlier today, my first walk, and
you walk down the street.
Yeah,
you see
basketball.
what?
Yo, son, this man heads out.
It's fucking
man heads out, B.
And it's fine. If you want to take a walk as much as you can, but don't walk with all your homies. Just walk by yourself, get some air.
People stop when I cross in front of them. Like, we wait for each other to go by so that we don't breathe each other's air.
What?
Yeah, you know, right? take a little wide, you know, whatever. The weather's beautiful, so I usually take the walk at night.
Are there a lot of people out at night?
No. That's maybe the only people that are, like, it's a ghost town. Literally, the only people that are out are people, like, walking their dogs or people taking out the trash. Other than that, it's quiet. So it's like you can hear, like, a siren from, like, 3 neighborhoods down. Like, you could tell it's mad far away, but it's, like, quiet. It's crazy.
You know what? I was here for a little while. Not that I'm thinking about it and I haven't heard it in a while. The ice cream truck was out here, bro. Like, at the beginning of the quarantine, that shit was like...
That's funny, though.
I was like, this piece of shit.
And he's like, give it.
We know
it's sprinkles. Paris sprinkles.
No, I gotta take a look on my neighborhood. My sleeps are like super quiet. No sirens or nothing. It's just mad quiet. You know, like loud music, cars driving by.
Yeah, very, very quiet.
There's whales in the Hudson.
Oh, really?
No. Oh. That's from... This is what Thanos wanted. This is exactly what Thanos is talking about.
Thanos is talking about?
This is the snap.
Yeah.
This is him.
This is a snap.
Thanos.
But he knew if he did it too quick, it'd be...
Yeah, they find him out. He's like, he doesn't want the heat from the Justice League just yet.
From Naruto now?
He doesn't want to fight Goku yet. You're like, wait, Goku wasn't in the Avengers?
Wait a minute.
Hey.
You guys got anything else you want to jump on?
I'm trying to think if there's any TV shows that I've seen that I think I can recommend. Any new music drop?
Yeah, The Weeknd drop.
Yeah, yo, I haven't listened to it. Just little pieces in the background.
Is it decent? Because I don't listen to his... I like his music, but I don't listen to it.
I'll give a better review next week because it's just like I want to listen to the whole album because I'm a huge fan. Although, yeah, but I stopped listening to his shit hardcore. I think what was he had an album out that I didn't really like too much. It was really like poppy, and you know, like it was really more dancing.
That's what happens when you cash in.
And then he did the whole shit with after Selena Gomez. He did that little short one, which was dope. It was back to the whole like dark drug sex. This one kind of gave me a vibe between both of them, more towards the old Weeknd, but I gotta listen to it more before I can give y'all.
He did his visual art for the album is a scene from every movie that he loves. So you get with the bloody face and all that.
Yeah.
It's a scene from every movie he loves. So if you get the time, try and find the dichotomy where he puts both of them together. You can see where he takes the scenes from.
That's good.
I found it for you. It's on
That's dope.
Twitter. Party Next Door drop, but I don't think you guys listen to that. Jay Electronica drop, but it sounds like a Jay-Z album.
I haven't heard him.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, his Jay-Z owns like almost every track. If you want to take some time out. Who else? Childish Gambino dropped an album.
I like
Gambino. He dropped an album.
You're a fan of his more.
It's very.
His last album you were like really into.
You like the Stay Woke album?
Not really. Yeah, you're confusing me with someone else.
We don't fucking like Childish Gambino.
You don't?
There's nothing Wu-Tang about Childish Gambino for everyone I like.
Oh gosh. Okay.
No, I like his music, but I don't actively listen to him. Like whenever I hear shit, I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool, but I'm not
old enough. I wasn't listening to it in 15 years.
I'm like, you know that new Childish Gambino.
I only like old music.
Childish said that he named a lot of the records in his. No, he didn't say this, but he named a lot of the records in his album based on dates, and he's like, "This is when this song is going to be big."
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool concept.
Just based on like, and when you listen to it, you're like, "Oh, I can see how."
But in the
fuck you, you're right.
You're right, sir.
I know this song will be hot in 2027.
2028.
When
this song called March 28. 2000.
Because he knows the apocalypse is coming, and
God, he's the prophet we've all been looking for.
Who knows?
And his album will be the only one you can still listen to.
Oh, speaking of prophet, it just made me think. I've been watching that show called On My Block.
Oh, I thought you found Jesus.
Show?
It's funny. It gets definitely better towards the end of season 2. Like in terms of like them finding like their groove, and stuff like that, and just the jokes being like. It's funny.
I heard somebody specific carries the show. I don't know what he looks like, but I heard just one guy is only the reason why people are watching the show. I don't know who it is though.
Interesting.
Since you watch the show, has anybody been like kind of shining more than others?
Yo, I think the black guy's mad fucking funny.
I think it's
but he's so weird, bro. Like his character's so extra, but I like his character. They all have their things, but it's good because it's a show. It's just a show about really more. I guess I would say more Mexican, but I'll just say Latino and black culture, more Latino culture. But then the gang that they have beef with the first 2 seasons is definitely a black gang.
Okay.
But it's just interesting because it's like, white people are not the center focus, so they make fun of white people. So
making fun of white people is always
that and gentified. If I don't know if I mentioned that before.
Gente? Like
gente. No, like gente, like mi gente.
Like gente, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gente, but gentified, but like gente, like
gente.
gente.
Got you.
No, remember the Optimum commercial? 877-393-4448, and then he's like, "Hey, mi gente!" Like,
no, I don't remember.
Hablamos estamos. You never seen that commercial?
Hablamos estamos.
Hablamos estamos. But that's another show that I saw recently that's really, really good. I think that's it.
Damn, I just been watching like random shit on Netflix now and again. I did watch something on fucking what is it called? It's called Nuestra Libre. It was about Mexican like pro wrestling, but it's like it's about their lives. It's like a documentary.
Hey, why'd you put that face?
Why the fuck would I watch that?
Because it was weird. It was like it was interesting. It was like it's like a slice of life type thing, and all their lives are so completely different. Like one person's an actual psychologist, but she's also a wrestler. One person was like one person is like gay or whatever, but he's a wrestler. And it's like all these people from it's just like a docuseries. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I think I saw a little on YouTube a docuseries on Chris Benoit. Did you see that?
Yes, I saw it. The Vice one that came out.
Yeah.
That had like hundreds of thousands.
Wait, where did Chris Benoit die from?
Did he kill himself?
No, he killed his wife,
kids, the baby.
Yeah, he killed his wife, one of his kids, and then he committed suicide. So it's funny because I just saw it and I thought it was an old documentary when I clicked it, and it came out that day and already had like hundreds of thousands of views, and it had only been out for like hours. And I watched it and it was very, very good. It tells the Chris Benoit story, but like his life, Bennett. There's this kid that I grew up with, and he's like, "Yo, Chris Bennett," and I'm like, "Where did you get this from?" No one says Chris Bennett.
Chris Benoit.
That's what you did. The cripple crow face. What was the other thing?
Yeah, that was his finisher.
He didn't have the off the top ropes.
No, that was his. He had 2 signature moves. It was this. He got that. He got that from the Dynamite Kid because that was his favorite wrestler.
Is it when he pulled the thing back like that, or was it like a sharpshooter type?
It's move? Your arm is like your body's essentially. Like
no, yeah, he grabs your face. The cripple cross face.
And he has your arm in between his legs, and he's grabbing your face.
Your face. That's the cripple cross face. And then he had the other one where he did this, where he would just get on the top rope and then, like Jesus, slam you.
So fucking crazy. So.
Except the submissions. I'm just really hurt. I don't know if you can really get them off in a real UFC fight. But.
I mean, they're based on real. So, like, pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is. Pro wrestling is based on, like, real fighting. It used to be called catch wrestling. And they used to have like challenge matches. So the history is that you would have this guy that's a part of this organization. He would go from town to town. He would challenge. People could challenge him. And then it eventually turned to a system where it became like choreographed. Not necessarily choreographed because they don't
lose at this time type shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they figure out the in between. It's not like quite choreographed. Some things might be choreographed, but they usually figure it out on their own, right?
It's like who's gonna.
Yeah, but it's based on real.
I'll pay you this much if you.
Yeah, but it's based on real like submission fighting. So it's like those moves. Some of them are like ridiculous and they're exaggerated, but some of them shits are for real.
You see somebody get caught in the walls of Jericho in a UFC match? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yes, actually.
You see somebody get caught in the walls of Jericho?
Yeah, because the walls are.
I'm playing.
No, I'm dead serious. Walls of Jericho is just a It's just the double Boston Crab. Boston Crabs, when you have the leg and do that, he doesn't double. There was a MMA match where a guy caught someone in a double Boston Crab.
That's crazy.
And beat him. And not only that, but he's clowning too. He was like making faces or like whatever. Like,
you get caught in that, it's like, what are you doing?
But for real, pro wrestling is like insane.
I'm
and
loud as fuck.
The world behind it is even crazier. It's like you get all these people that are, I don't even know, from all different types of backgrounds, and they're all trying to. It's like a show, but it's not. It becomes real to them. They do it.
You fucking fondling them.
He's just like
this, like
he's like. Oh, that was.
Social distancing.
That should just be
6 inches.
6 inches. 6 inches.
No, it's 6 feet. People don't listen.
You gotta give them
don't be
6
stupid and listen to that.
And don't pro wrestle. If you're bored, don't do that.
They're gonna bring the NBA back, but no people in the crowd. That's gonna be interesting as fuck. Cause you know how the crowd hype people up. Who will hype you up?
It's just gonna be like playing in the court. You know, hype each
other.
Just
playing with your friends. It's mad sneaker.
It'll be a better. It'll probably be a better determination of like if you're talking about pure basketball skill. Just because being in a crowd affects how you do things and affects how you do, right? I think you'll probably see some players.
Your bench is gonna have to hype you up.
Dude, it'll be so good that they'll raise the prices so high on seats that no one's in.
But the thing is, some people will probably overperform and some people probably underperform because the crowd affects people different ways.
OD. Crowd affects me a lot.
Yeah.
I do OD. I do mad extra shit when I have people watching.
Exactly.
10-4.
Or even they already had this thing where
can't control it.
If you had VR sets, you could like buy seats to games. They were already doing that. Like if you had like Oculus, things like that, they would put cameras there and you could be in the front.
Fuck that. I'm telling you.
Like they'll probably do that. That could be a thing.
Screens are hurting my
eyes. I have looked into VR headsets for future based shit. Other things we could do.
They have to see us in 4D.
100%, bro. The 3D thing, it's just a matter of like the idea of placing people virtually in a room. It's like clearly what everyone's trying to do in some capacity. So like I think say for instance we wanted to do some shit where I'm thinking that's kind of like one of the reasons I set this up with the green screen, and we just got some type of camera to be able to record 3D. Or even some type of software that it can take our bodies, make 3D models, and the fact that we're in a green space, like it should be easier to place us in different things. But
makes sense.
Yo, stay tuned, everybody. We're gonna be in the future, bro. In the future,
it'll be like Star Wars, where you just like press a button and it's the base, and we'll just
come on like Digimon.
It has to have a sound effect like that though. Like it has to have some fucking.
That's all I got for you guys.
All right, bye.
Close this out.
I'm coming back. Can you guys talk about photos in the go?
No. We're just gonna wait.
Right, so I guess I'll end it. Yo, so it's the base, DK.
Hey, boy.
LOSO__G. My mic is here. Fucked up.
The Corona Chronicles.
The Corona Chronicles.
Part 2.
Captain's Log.
Captain's Log.